everybody, what's up? OCD Mikey, Hi-Fi Guy here for another edition of the Mikey Show. And I want to go over with you right now the Fischer&Fischer, again, the Fischer&Fischer line of speakers, and show you the 570. Okay, before I go into what the 570 is, I want you to really take a second and really let it sink in what this speaker brand is all about. Take some notes, take down these things that I tell you, these specifications, because I want you to compare them with what else is out in the market so you can see what a value these are and what an amazing purchase they are. First off, these are 284-pound stone speakers. Okay, they're made out of 100% inch-thick slate. Now, slate is different than granite. It's not as hard as granite, so it's not as cold sounding, and it's not as soft as MDF or birch plywood, and so it's not as warm sounding, I guess, as MDF or wood cabinets, which absorb a lot of energy. Then we could look at maybe aluminum like Magico. Those are going to be a little bit more cold as well. This, you have to remember, is mud. This is ancient mud from whatever, 5 million years ago. It's been calcified, petrified, whatever. And it's in a 1 inch thick, it's layered shale material. It doesn't chip. I could take, and I'll have a piece with my next shipment. I'm going to hit it with the hammer and show you guys this stuff doesn't chip apart whatsoever. It's extremely sturdy and it has extremely good sound. The benefit of a stone speaker, any stone, or even, I guess, aluminum or something, the density, especially stone, it's heavier, is the energy comes into the room. It leaves the speaker in the form of sound. It doesn't get absorbed into the cabinet as a form of heat. So the first thing you notice with stone speakers is this amazing projection of music. That means they will fill a much larger space than a normal speaker would, made out of wood or MDF, in the same size. Okay, so what we have here is the 570 speaker. What this has is two 7-inch mid-range and an AMT tweeter in the middle. If you come around to the side, I'm going to show you right here, we have dual 9-inch woofers. There's one on this side, there's one on the other side if we go to the other side. So we have a three-way system. We've got woofers, we've got mid-range, and then we've got tweeters. So we've got dual 9s, dual 7s, and a tweeter. What this means is these things are high output devices. With dual mids and dual subs, you get better, more full, more dynamic, more punchy sound that you can play. These are rated to 112 dB, which is louder than anybody's going to listen. But they can play up to 112 dB without any sort of problems. If you come around to the back, you know, if you knock on these things, they're extremely resonance free. We have open baffles. They're not open baffle, but what they are is there's tubes that go to the back of the mid-ranges. So the mid-ranges have a tube or a port that comes all the way to the back and opens to the back of the speaker. What this means is that the speaker has a very open presentation. So what you get from the Fischer and the Fischers is you get a back wave, just like you see in these panels right here. You get this amazing back wave that comes out, and you get the punchy dynamic of a point source driver. There are very few speakers that do that. Okay, so what this means is you've got a box speaker that is punchy and dynamic that has a huge open image. The image is like infinite, okay? That's due to these open mid-ranges on the back. So the speaker is very special. And I'll give you some of the specs so you can, I've got them written down here. I'll give you some of the specs so you know what the spec is. The frequency response on these is 28 hertz on the low end, up to 27,000 hertz on the top end. This is plus or minus 3 dB. Okay, it's 92 dB sensitive. So it's a very sensitive speaker and it's 4 ohms. 284 pounds. Told you it's got 2 9s, 2 7s, and a custom AMT tweeter. It is 51 inches tall, 9.5 inches wide, and 18 inches deep from front to back. So it is a very formidable speaker. Even the Magico the M3, okay, which is a $97,000 speaker, doesn't even have 9-inch woofers. It's got 7-inch woofers, okay? So I would urge you to take some time and look at the specifications on this speaker and realize this is all of a $50,000 speaker. It is still in the Goldilocks zone. As you guys know, I bring you products that are still in their Goldilocks zone, meaning they haven't caught on until they double in price. These are still in their Goldilocks period. So this is a $25,000 speaker. That's it. $25K for a 283-pound dual woofer, dual mid, AMT tweeter that puts out 112 dB and will punch you in the face if you want it to. I mean, this plays so clear and loud, it's unbelievable. If you want to play it loud, you can even play it at low volumes and it still gives you all full dynamic. It does not need to be juiced up in order for it to sound good. Right now, we've been listening to it with the Donizetti right here, the audio analog Donizetti, which is a $14,000 dual Class AB, 250 watts per side. And we're coming straight out of the playback streamer and out of the playback MPD8. And that's it. We're listening to these. So we'll do a little listening later. But I need to tell you, for anybody that's in the $25,000 range, you will not come anywhere near this speaker's performance for that price. This is an anomaly. There's very few anomalies in the high-end audio realm anymore. This is one of them. Imported from Germany, complete stone, $25,000. It's a no-brainer if that is your budget. So anyways, I wanted to go ahead, tell you a little bit more about the Fischer & Fischer 570s. Again, I'm not paid to do this. I'm telling you about this because I sell it. Well, why do I sell it? Because I'm willing to put my name behind it. Why am I willing to put my name behind it? Because it ran through the gauntlet of all my tests, and this thing came out with gold stars the whole way in terms of value, performance, sonic, and meets all my standard. So now I'm selling it and I put my name on it and I stake my claim on this and my reputation on this. So if that's your price range, I will guarantee that you're thrilled with this piece. So anyways, thanks for joining. See you.